Here again with another Lucifer Season 3 episode review video. Before I get into that though, pretty important, if you are caught up to the point where I am at rewatching or watching Lucifer, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention, as well as put in the description. If that happens to be the case, you find out you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. And for all of you that are wondering, this is actually my first time watching Lucifer. So join me and the man, the myth, the legend, the Lucifer fanatic, as well as the Dexter and Breaking Bad fan himself, Crazy Coffee Man, to discuss this show in the comments section, which is for the most part a pretty good show. I don't know if I would go as far as to say awesome and amazing anymore. But with all that in mind, this will be Lucifer Season 3, Episode 25. The title of this episode is called Boo Normal. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. And I must say ahead of time, I don't know where this episode takes place, because it doesn't follow anything of what happened in the last episode, which really pissed me off. And I understand that these episodes were added later, I believe, but they should have ended Season 3 with this. Of course, they thought the show was getting canceled, which it did, but then Netflix picked it up. But this, I don't know, I just was annoyed by this because it didn't touch upon anything that happened in the previous episode. So we start off with Ella Lopez looking very happy, wearing an I Love LA shirt. She's really talkative to all the people that are at the crime scene. And then she says, "Tough break, Beth. We're going to find out what happened to you." And Ella gets a call from her little brother. Lucifer starts using Ella's SLR camera to take pictures of his junk, and Ella is not happy because of this. People do not like you touching their cameras when they're a camera fanatic of sorts. "Dude," Ella says, "well, someone's at Crappy Pants today." "How's it going, Ella?" Chloe says. "Couldn't be better." Ella responds to Chloe. Her brother moved back to Detroit a week ago, and now her family wants her to move home too. Chloe asks if she's considering moving back home. "Don't you dare go," Lucifer says. Ella does her best Dexter impression, showing what happened to the victim. Dan has a relative of the victim with him in his car, Beckett. Ella finds a little boy hiding, however, he's not a suspect. They think that Felix, the little boy, arrived shortly after Beth was killed. Ella tells Felix about her car accident when she was his age, while wiping blood off of his hands. Chloe gives Felix's dad her card. I think I meant to put card, but I put car, or my D key didn't work. Ray shows up, one of Ella's oldest friends. They kind of agreed not to see each other again, and Ella thought this was part of her, or this part of her life was over with. Wait a minute. Ella was talking to herself. Ray doesn't really exist, at least to other people. She really wants to be Dexter now, because we all know that Dexter talks to people that aren't actually there. Or maybe in their minds they're there, but they're not there to anybody else. Ella tells Chloe that Ketchup was at the scene of the crime. Ray is there to help her out with work stuff. Dan lost Beckett, and she ran off with his phone. Dan knows it's bad. He's desperate. "Are you going to make fun of me all day?" And Lucifer says, "Of course, Daniel." Ella goes with Chloe. Ella stubs her toe as she was talking to Ray, so she said she stubbed her toe to cover up that. Ella wants space from her ghost. Chloe sees her or hears her talk to herself. We have a furry convention. Chloe is in costume for it. Ella asks Ray to communicate with Beth. Can't seem to get through, she says. Ray lied. She's there for personal reasons. Ella wants Ray to cross over to the other side. Fight between the Furies. Chloe arrests the person that attacked her. Beth denied stealing Wesley. Beth was addicted to conflict. Lucifer is tracking Dan's phone from his phone. She was on a roller coaster, and now Daniel is stuck going on the roller coaster, and that's a funny moment. Ella goes back to the crime scene with some fresh eyes. Ray is asked to leave. She tells Ella moving back to Detroit is a terrible idea. She thinks Ella deserves someone looking out for her for once. Someone comes to the residence and Ella hides into the closet. The intruder of sorts gets away, but he touched the broom, which I thought was a mop, but they say broom. I guess I didn't pay attention good enough. This episode kind of bored me. It took me 2 days to watch, by the way, and Ella is going to have the broom examined for prints. Lucifer has a shirt of Daniel on the roller coaster. Ella tells Chloe the prince couldn't be ID'd. The music teacher was the one in Beth's office. He apologizes to Ella for scaring her. He does, however, have an alibi for when Beth was murdered. He says Beckett is a nightmare. Dan says he makes mistakes, but so do you, Lucifer. You're not perfect. Maze is called because she's better at hunting down humans than most are. Maze laughs that a 14-year-old stole Dan's badge and has Lucifer's car. Beckett goes to the Lux and tries to buy a drink by showing her badge. Doesn't work, and then Maze arrives with the cavalry, Lucifer and Daniel. Do you have any idea how much trouble you're in? You're a murder suspect, Dan says. Dan lets Chloe know the news. He tells Lucifer that he didn't tell Chloe everything because they didn't want to be laughed at for losing this 14-year-old. They just said she escaped. Chloe tells Ella that this place wouldn't be the same if you leave. Ella looks for a murder weapon in a construction dump. Chloe talks to Felix's mom or female guardian or whatever she was. It wasn't really clear to me, or maybe I just missed it. And I thought initially Felix's guardian woman that's in her life was the one that was the killer, because she showed up randomly during the initial crime scene and then didn't get talked about until this scene. But I was wrong. And Ella Lopez finds the murder weapon and then she's attacked by Anthony, who has a baseball bat. Anthony, I believe, is the father of Felix or guardian or whatever he is. Chloe to the rescue. Anthony surrenders. Ella tells Chloe that she sees ghosts, well, more like one ghost. Ella asks Chloe if she thinks she's crazy, and Chloe says, no, I don't think you're crazy. It's a lot to process, but she's seen lots of crazy things, and Chloe hugs Ella. So Ella the hugger gets hugged by Chloe Decker. Any news on the move back to Detroit? I ain't moving back there, Ella says. Yay! Deal is a deal. Ray Ray is going to leave. She says she's a friend who's got her back, but don't spy on me in the shower. Spy on you later, Ray Ray says. Lucifer puts a banner of Daniel on the roller coaster at the station. You do you. Smell you later, Lucifer, Ella says. And then he asks, since when do you use that phrase? It's something that my friend Ray Ray says. Lucifer looks very concerned. Up to the penthouse for Lucifer. I know you're here. Come out. Time to show yourself. Well, hello, Azrael. I didn't abandon you. I've been busy. So this is actually Ray Ray. It's Lucifer's sister or something like that. You tried to be the angel of death. She lost her big brother. Lucifer started a rebellion. Lucifer asked her about Ella. There's something about Ella, and that's why she kind of attached herself to her. She says they became friends. She says she sent Ella out to be with Lucifer. She did it for the both of them. At least two of my favorite people could be together. And then Azrael, I don't remember what it is. What was the initial brother's name back a couple of seasons ago? And then this person, Azrael, I don't remember. I can't remember what they said. But this person, Ray Ray, I'm just going to call, disappears. And Lucifer goes to see Ella. Excellent choice staying with us longer. Ella starts to go into details about forensic stuff or something like that. And then Lucifer listens why Azrael watches, and that's what ends this episode of Lucifer. So obviously I'm going to be annoyed the fact that this didn't follow anything up after 3:24. And I don't know, I just didn't find it interesting enough, and I don't know how much of this affects the rest of the story of Lucifer. I have a feeling this Ray Ray character will be around for a while, but I don't really enjoy the character. It's kind of childish in my opinion. So I have a biased opinion. I'm going to score this episode a 5.2 out of 10 just because I was really upset that we didn't get any information from the last episode. So my character of the episode for the females is obviously going to be Ella Lopez, and then for the males, it was tough to decide this one. I ended up giving it to Lucifer. We didn't get any Amenadiel in this episode. We got a lot of Dan, which he was funny, but I think Lucifer obviously did more. So you've heard everything I said about this episode of Lucifer. I expect I won't like the next one either. Hopefully season 4, my tune changes. This show is borderline, like, I don't know where it ranks in my favorite shows of all time. It's not one of them. I might put on the list like 30th. Initially, I was thinking top 20, but I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Just too many episodes. They stall things too much, and I don't know. But you've heard everything I have to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of Lucifer and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please consider Hulk smashing the like button. It does help out the channel, and the views are all of a sudden crazy on the channel. Like, they went way up, and now they're down again, so I don't know what happened. YouTube's fucking with my channel, I think. I think it's time to go to Rumble. Share the video with a friend. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section to discuss this episode with me and the man, the myth, the legend himself, Crazy Coffee Man. He's a Lucifer fanatic. He can explain things more than I can. That's certainly for sure. Very good about talking about the show Lucifer, and then let me know what your score of the episode is and who your characters of the episode are. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return as soon as I find out what it is that you desire.